Nothing to report, sir. One down! I want a constant watch on that damned thing. Sound the alarm at the first sign of demons. Turn back.
What was that?
We don't know what these rifts can do. That one appeared to alter the time around it.
We need to find out what caused whatever this is.
Maker have mercy. It's over. Open the gates.
We've spread word the Inquisition was coming. But you should know that no one here was expecting us.
No one? Not even Grand Enchanter Fiona?
If she was, she hasn't told anyone. We've arranged use of the tavern for the negotiations.
Agents of the Inquisition, my apologies. Magister Alexius is in charge now, but hasn't yet arrived. He's expected shortly. You can speak with the former Grand Enchanter in the meantime.
Is it just me, or is something weird going on here?
We should be listening to the Grand Enchanter.
many people dying for what... My apologies. Can I help you? Yes. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more.
There are refugees.
Of course they would. But if I go to the cross... I doubt those refugees would risk their lives for a knife here. Why should I risk...
Have people called you and...
You're truly Dalish, aren't you? Then you don't know humans like I do. Perhaps they fear these village... I doubt the humans at the crossroads would be any different.
The Inquisition welcomes anyone willing to help. Human, elf, or otherwise. If you help those refugees, we'll ensure that you're taken care of.
All right. If the Inquisition soldiers are there, I might be safer, regard. I'll see you at the crossroads soon. Just give me a moment to gather my things. May I help you?
Are you running short?
Yes. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more.
Good.
Stace. May I help you?
I found some of the herbs you were looking for.
Yes. These are perfect.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help. A pleasure to see you again. With this, I'm certain I can save more lives.
Good.
Thank you. A pleasure to see you again. This is exactly what I needed.
I hear most of the apostates are dead or hiding. We should be getting more refugees soon.
Sky fell open. This was a land.
Either way, we're safe. That's all that matters right now.
Her shrine lies on a hill.
Mother, I had to dream again last night.
Good day.
Want me to handle that?
Blessings upon the Inquisition.
Every ocularum is made from the skull of a tranquil?
Not like the Tranquil were doing much with him.
I figured they'd fled with the rebel mages. Poor bastards.
I had wondered where they had gone. I should have looked harder.
Travel safely.
Hannah. May I help you?
I found the letter you sent.
What? You can't prove any... So, what do you intend to do?
What kind of cut are you getting from the gross? The Inquisition could use someone who can move goods around quietly.
Are you serious? All right.
They say Andraste sent you. If it'll help save lives and bring peace, I'll be the first to believe.
I'm trying. I hope I don't disappoint.
I hope so too.
I don't...
The Magister had... Until then, I tend to my flock.
I will leave you...
Make a speed.
We're never going back. I'll die first. Good day.
Good day to you. Make me just say it. Would you hate me that much? But look at the sky. Stories about all that magic in the Conclave.
They're not the stories. Rabbit doesn't see as far as it is.
What do you need?
What do you mean?
Good day.
Please, are you... Lord Wolseley wandered off, and he's very special. He's a very special ram. If you do find him and send him back, if you find...
Make me with you.
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition. What has brought you to Redcliffe?
Skip the pleasantries. You know why we're here. You came all the way to Val to invite us.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royeaux since before the Conclave.
There is no mistake. While the Templars were leaving, you came to Val Royeaux and asked me here.
The Templars left Val Royeaux? Where did they go? That sounds... Why does that sound so strange? Whoever or whatever brought you here, the situation has changed. The Free Mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
This right here is why you can't trust mages.
An alliance with Tevinter? Do you not fear all of Thedas turning against you?
Andraste's ass. I'm trying to think of a single worse thing you could have done, and I've got nothing.
As one indentured to a Magister, I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
The Divine's corpse is barely cold, and you've already joined the Imperium.
Most of Thedas blames us for the Divine's death. The Templar attacks grew worse, and we mages hadn't... Either my people made a last stand here in Redcliffe, or we took the only offer of help extended to us. I had to save them.
Welcome, my friends. I apologize for not greeting you earlier.
Agents of the Inquisition. Allow me to introduce Magister Gearion Alexius.
The Southern Mages are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade? Interesting.
I'd like to know more about this alliance between the Rebel Mages and the Imperium.
Certainly. What specifically do you wish to know?
The Grand Enchanter told me she was indentured to a Magister.
Our Southern brethren have no... As they were not born citizens of Tevinter, they must... As their protector, I shall oversee their work for the Imperium. When the Conclave was destroyed, it could only be through divine providence.
It was certainly very timely.
What does the Imperium gain from taking Rebel Mages under its wing?
For the moment, the Southern Mages are a considerable expense.
You said not all my people would be military. There are children, those not suited.
And one day I'm sure they will all be productive citizens of the Imperium when their debts are paid.
I haven't seen any sign of Redcliffe's Arl or his men.
The Arl of Redcliffe left.
Arl Tegan did not abandon his lands during the Blight, even when they were under siege.
There were tensions growing. I did not want an incident.
I'm here to get mages to close the breach.
Right, to business. I understand, of course. Felix, would you send for a scribe, please? Pardon my manners. My son Felix, friends. I am not surprised you're here. Containing the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt. There is no telling how many mages would be needed for such an endeavor. Ambitious, indeed.
Well, when you're fighting a massive tear in the sky, you can hardly afford to think small.
There will have to be. Felix.
My lord, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Father.
Come, I'll get your powders. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time. Fiona, I require your assistance back at the castle.
I don't mean to trouble everyone.
I shall send word to the Inquisition. We will conclude this business at a later date.
Come to the Chantry. You are in danger.
Ooh, very mysterious.
We'll be careful, but we need to figure out what's going on here.
Just rumors.
What was the Grand Enchanter thinking? Inviting us into here?
Good. You're finally here. Now help me close this, would you? Fascinating. How does that work exactly? You don't even know, do you? You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes. Who are you? Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Parvus, most recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
Another Tevinter. Be cautious with this one.
Suspicious friends you have here. Magister Alexius was once my mentor, so my assistance should be valuable, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Are you the one who sent that note, then?
I am. Someone had to warn you after all. Look, you must know there's danger. Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the mage rebels out from under you. As if by magic, yes? Which is exactly right. To reach Redcliffe, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
I hope that's less dangerous.
More. Soon, there will be more like it. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable, and it's unraveling the world. I know what I'm talking about. When I was still his apprentice, It was... What I don't understand is why he's doing it. Ripping...
He didn't do it for them.
Took you long enough. Is he getting suspicious?
No, but I shouldn't have played the illness card. I thought he'd be fussing over me all day. My father's joined a cult, Tevinter Supremacists. They call themselves Venatori. And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Why would he rearrange time and indenture the Mage Rebellion just to get to me?
They're obsessed with you, but I don't know why. Perhaps because you survived... You could... If the Venatori are behind those rifts or the breach in the sky...
Alexius is your father. Why are you working again?
For the same reason Dorian worked. I love my father, and I love my country. But this, for his own sake, you have...
It would also be nice if he didn't rip a hole in time. There's already a hole in the sky.
All this for me. And I didn't get Alexius anything.
Send him a fruit basket. Everyone loves those. You know you're his target. Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage. I can't stay in Redcliffe. Alexius doesn't know I'm here, and I want to keep it that way for now. But whenever you're ready to deal with him... Oh, and Felix, try not to get yourself killed.
There are worse things than dying, Dorian.
Gotta admit, I wasn't expecting to find so many Vints here.
Tevinters and Blood Mages are like lost socks, or couriers from the Merchant Guild. They turn up in the damnedest places.
Good day.
A young man named Jimmy would very much like you to return home. Ah, good.
We should look around.
What do you need? Good day.
Lord Wolseley came back. He says you convinced him. Here, for all your trouble.
Welcome back.
I do not suppose you found my Senna's shrine. I know it is a long...
Oh. No man needs...
Good day to you.
And to actually walk out of it, to be that close.
If I hadn't been saved by Inquisition soldiers...
Inquisition soldiers? That's not... I have to admit,
Human?
Yes.
Being up front is better than knife fear.
It was a foolish thought. It's what you do and how you... Just one question, then. How do you think you fit in with all this?
I just want to help stop the war.
A worthy goal, one I'm happy to support. For me, I'll be satisfied so long as we find the bastards that... They owe us some... I've heard rumors of abandoned... If we have time, I'd like to take a look. See if there's anything we can salvage. Ah, the Wardens. Besides, I've always been a... It's not always about... For the last 1,000 years or so, it's been just... fun.
Let's continue.
As you wish.
What can I do for you?
I'd like to know more about your work with the Ben Hassrath.
Ben Hassrath is actually a general term. You've got the secret police who investigate problems inside. You've got the re-educators who take people with problems and fix their mind. And then you've got the spies.
None of those sound exactly like you.
Yeah, I was a spy. They sent me to Saharan because they needed someone who could fight and hunt down problems. That whole island was a sack of cats. Incursions from Tevinter, Tal Vashath, and native rebels fighting both sides. And in the middle, me, trying to wrangle the rebels and restore order.
You seem like the type who enjoys a good...
There's a good fight, and there's finding out who put rat poison in the bread and killed a bunch of children. I hunted down a lot of rebels. Lost a lot of friends to the Vince or the Fog Warrior. One day I woke up and couldn't think of a damned reason to keep doing my job. Turned myself into the re-educators.
Not many people would have the courage to do that.
I thought about letting some rebel kill me, but I couldn't give any of those bastards. The Ben Hassrath ordered me to go to Orlais, ostensibly as a Tal Vashath. That's how I ended up here.
I'm glad you're here, Bull.
Me too.
If you ever need to talk more about all this, let me know.
Nah, it was a long time ago. Thanks, though. What's going on?
I'd like to know more about the Qunari.
You writing a book?
It's your culture, and I'd like to know you better.
You could just ask.
I am.
All right. What do you want to know?
The word Qunari, is that the
Both. The humans and elves who follow the Qun are the Vidathari. The Qunari who break away from the Qun are Tal Vashath, deserters.
What about Qunari who existed before the Qun?
The people we came from. They're called the Kossith, but we don't use that word for the race. We came south to Thedas because the Kossith were... I don't know. But I don't expect they look much like us, whatever they are.
How do the Qunari rule themselves?
It's pretty simple. We've got the matriarchy, the priesthood, and the military. The priesthood figures out how Qunari should live in theory. The matriarchy makes it work in practice. And the military keeps the Qunari safe from outside threats.
Does it actually work like that?
Not like you're thinking of. Here in Orlais, politicking comes from people putting their own gain ahead of the gains of society. If you do that among the Qunari, the Ben Hassrath set you straight. Or kill you.
How it...
A baker, they don't care about the Empire or the Qun. Mostly they worry about breaking eggs and hope the dough rises right.
It can't be exactly the same. The Qunari have no personal freedoms.
How many personal freedoms do you figure that baker in Val Royeaux has? The baker in Parvolin wonders if she'll be given enough eggs to do her work. Will the kitchen workers get her bread while it... Same crap in Val Royeaux. People are just people.
What's it like growing up under the Qun?
The Tamasrans raise us in these units of kids all our own age. They're like teachers, or... They also helped figure out what jobs we should do. They had me pegged for military work early on. When they learned I could hit stuff and lie, they started training me for the Ben Hasra.
So the Qun decided what work you would do? You didn't get a choice?
I could have acted like I didn't like hitting things, I guess. But why would I do that? I was good at my work. I liked doing it. Far as I can tell, the Tamasrans made the right call.
Do you ever think about what...
Some folks, like Cassandra or Col... Can you imagine Solus trying his fade dreaming under the Qun? Both Sarah and Varric would mouth off until they ended up So, to answer your question, no. I don't think about it much at all.
I heard there's no marriage among the Qunari.
Yeah, that's true. Qunari love our friends like anyone does, but we don't have sex with them.
Qunari don't have sex?
Oh, we definitely have sex. They're Tamasrans who pop your cork whenever you need it.
I heard there's no marriage among the Qunari.
Yeah, that's true.
Qunari don't have...
Oh, we definitely have...
Seriously?
Yes. It's not a big deal like it is here. It's like... I don't know. Going to... Sometimes it's this long, involved thing. It takes all... Other times you're in and out in 5 minutes. Thank you. See you next week.
So you've never really made love? Connected with someone in both body and soul?
I don't know. One time they used this thing called the Sato Nerapan. It's a leather-wrapped rod on a harness. That wasn't really my soul, though. Also, there were more than 2 people.
See you later, Bull.
See ya.
So we have Tevinter activity in the hinterlands. We'll report on the